Alright, good morning everybody. We are here with break 378. It is another 25 Elite combo break featuring the 25 Elite hobby case, the 25 Elite Priority Box, as well as the 25 Elite USA. Our team list is wrong. Let me, hopefully I can quickly update that. Let's get that right before we start. I do have the right one everywhere else. I just forgot to update it on that screen. Alright, our team list for today. Broncos, Damien, Clements. Raiders, Luke McGuire. Bulldogs, Dan Taylor. Sharks, Paul Cowan. Dolphins, Sarah Parmenter. Titans, John Gravagna. Manly, Mervyn, Mulvaney. Storm, Jordy, Knights, Jai Thornton. Cowboys, Amelia, Campbell. Eels, Jacqui, Link. Panthers, Jai Thornton. Rabbitohs, Brett Hudson. Dragons, Rodney White. Roosters, Robert Natoli. Warriors, Guy Turner. And Tigers, Jason Mandrell. Welcome to everybody and good luck in the break. Just refresh that again. Hopefully it will catch up with us. Oh, I've already got that one, so thank you. We put up a poll in the Facebook group not long ago, about half an hour, asking those who would be interested in a 25 Elite Super Break. It would be a random team at $750 a spot. It would include a 25 Elite Hobby case, as well as a 25 Elite Priority case and the 25 Elite USA. If you work that out on our original random team pre-sale breaks, it's actually quite cheap considering it includes the two sealed cases, the one of the USA and the one of the Priority. So you're basically getting the 9 boxes in each of those cases for the $250 per. So yeah, and then you got the case cards in those two as well. I didn't think about it at first. It wasn't until I was talking to Dad up just before we went live. But when I worked it out, when he explained it to me like that, and I worked it out like that, sounds like it's pretty good value, guys. It would be definitely a big break, and hopefully we could get some big hits out of that. That would be a good little one. I can see lots of people would be interested in watching it, even if they can't be a part of it. So that might be up later today, guys, so keep an eye out. Our case card, 100 games, number 33, Patrick Carrigan for the Broncos. Alright, let's get these out. Alright, let's go. Box number 1, break 378. You recruit Zach Lomax for the Eels. In the reps, Quincy Dodd. Marquee, Tegan Berry for the Dragons. Adam Pompey, parallel for the Warriors. Pink Diamond, Natasha Panatani for the Tigers. Number 15. Ethan Strange, parallel for the Raiders. Marquee, Reece Welsh for the Broncos. John, since you're there, mate, I was looking at your the order that you just tried to put in. Did that fail on your end or our end? Paul Alamotti, Vegas for Panthers. Keanu Kinney, parallel for Titans. Gillaroos, Isabel Kelly in Vegas. Adam Reynolds, parallel for the Broncos. New recruit, Jamie Humphries for the Rabbitohs. I actually went to message you on Facebook, but we don't have that connection yet, so I can't send you a message. In the Blues Masters Series, Jaden Sewer, parallel for Dragons. No worries. New recruit, Clint Gufferson for the Dragons. It was more so, I had a few afterpay orders, more so than any of the other options go to pending payment lately, so I was just double checking why I had the chance. Harry Grant in the reps. My jumper sleeve's already annoying me. Parallel Storm checklist. New recruit, Carter Gordon for the Titans. Ruby Mojo, Tyrell Sloan for the Dragons, number 30. Daniel Saifiti, parallel for the Dolphins. Marquee, Kalen Ponga for the Knights. Dally M, Angus Crichton for the Roosters. Jack Whiten, parallel for the Rabbitohs. New recruit, Isaiah Papali'i for the Panthers. reps, Jamie Chapman. Number 31 in the Knights today, Andrew Johns Masters Series SIG. But don't forget that gets randomized between all 17 teams along with the common Master Series cards, I call them, one per box. Joe Offengowie, parallel for the Eels. One per box, they're not very common. Unsigned Master Series cards, there you go. White Young Guns, Jack Howarth for the Storm, 104. Tyson Frizzell, parallel for the Knights. Ali Brigginshaw for the Gillaroos in the reps. New recruit Ethan Sanders for the Raiders. 2 packets left for our first box. Dally M. Tiana Penatani for the Sharks. Bulldogs parallel checklist. Emerald Mojo, number 2. Happy for the Tigers. Sanoa Taruva, parallel for Tigers. Alright, box number 1 down. Not a bad start to the break, hitting the Johnsy Master Series, a SIG. Dally M. Millie Elliott for the Roosters. Will Warbrick, parallel for Storm. Oh, well, I think of it. No breaks next Saturday, guys. Reps Olivia Koenig. No, that's Super Saturday for OzTag. Marquee Jack Whiten for the Rabbitohs. Lachlan Ilias, parallel for the Dragons. New recruit Hohepa for the Sharks. Ruby Mojo, number 38. Will Warbrick for the Storm. Scott Drinkwater, parallel for the Cowboys. Marquee Joseph Tarpanay for the Raiders. Gold Marquee Isabel Kelly for the Roosters, number 13. Luke Brooks, parallel for Manly. New recruit, Aaron Clark for the Warriors. New recruit, Chad Townsend for the Roosters. In the Knights for the Masters Series, Isaiah Yeo, parallel for Panthers. Daly Cherry Evans in the reps. White League sensations, Ben Hunt for the Broncos. Have the folders come in yet? Still waiting for my order in the folder in the base set. Sarah Parmenter, 89. Yeah, Dad will chase that up for you. Jesse Ramian, parallel for the Sharks. New recruit, Lazarus for the Storm. Vegas, Chance Nicole Klokstad for the Warriors. Adam Dewey, parallel for the Tigers. Marquee, Isabel Kelly for the Roosters. Dally M, Harry Grant for Storm. Jacob Saifiti, parallel for Knights. I don't know if you heard, Sarah, but yeah, Dad's just chased it up for us in the background and he's apologising and guaranteed it'll go out tomorrow. Matt Arthur, new recruit for the Knights. He's just printed it out and getting packed, so apologies that we missed that one, but yes, it will be sent out tomorrow for you. And you're in this break. Yeah. 072, Liam Henry for Panthers. Jamie Humphreys, parallel for the Rabbitohs. Connor Watson in the reps. No, well, you would have got updates from Oz Post if it had been sent. Alright, Sarah, Dad said he's about to give you a call. Jesse Ramian, Vegas for the Sharks. Big Tino, parallel for Titans. 4 packets left for box number 2. In the reps, Keezy Apps for the Jillaroos. Pink Diamond, Abby Church for the Eels. Number 50. Matthew Tomoko, parallel for Raiders. Parallel Dolphins checklist. Alright, last packet for the box. New recruit, Gehamat Shabarsky for the Broncos. Alright, box 2 done and dusted. Alright. New recruit, Daniel Saifiti for the Dolphins. Jesse Arthurs in the Emerald, number 6. Jesse Arthurs, parallel for the Broncos. New recruit, Zach Lomax for the Eels. Vegas, Tiana Penatani. Sebastian Chris, parallel for the Raiders. Lindsay Collins in the reps. Marquee Payne Huss for the Broncos. Tigers parallel checklist. Marquee Liam Martin for Panthers. We have Spotlight Patch number 90. Stefano Utkamanu for Storm. I don't have my team list up anymore. There we go. Storm Jordy. He will be happy, boy. Cameron McInnes, parallel for the Sharks. New recruit for Manly. In the Blues Masters Series, Panthers parallel checklist. Xavier Coates in the reps. Nathan Cleary, Vegas for Panthers. Jake Jaboyevich, parallel for Manly. New recruit, Saitili Tupanua for Bulldogs. Tom Gilbert, parallel for Dolphins. In the reps, Shanice Parker. Ruby Mojo, number 13, Jermaine Isako for the Dolphins. Jai Arrow, parallel for the Rabbitohs. Marquee, Teddy for the Roosters. Dally M, Isaiah Yo for Panthers. Ryan Madison, parallel for the Eels. New recruit, John Bateman for the Cowboys. White Young Guns, Charlie Geimer for the Eels, number 61. Marcelo Montoya, parallel for the Bulldogs. New recruit, Jamie Humphries for the Rabbitohs. Dally M, Olivia Kernick for the Roosters. Kalen Ponga, parallel for Knights. In the reps, Millie Elliott for the Gillaroos. Pink Diamond, Stacey Waka for the Broncos, number 20. Luke Metcalf, parallel for the Warriors. Alright, box number 3, done and dusted. Straight into box number 4. Sapphire Mojo, Wade Egan for the Warriors, number 22. Manly parallel checklist. Marquee Keezy Apps for the Tigers. Dally M, Jack Bostock for the Dolphins. Murray Talagi, parallel for the Cowboys. New recruit, Regan Campbell Gillard for the Titans. New recruit, Blaze Talagi for Panthers. Valentine Holmes, parallel for the Dragons. Marquee, Adam Fanua Blake for the Sharks. Black League Sensations, number 29. Scott Drinkwater for the Cowboys. RCG parallel for Titans. New recruit Asaya Ayongi for the Eels. Master Series Andrew Johns in the Kangaroos. Corey Horsburgh parallel for the Raiders. Jesse Arthurs in the reps. Vegas Julia Robinson for the Gillaroos. Gerald Skelton parallel for the Tigers. White Young Guns, Max Platt for the Dolphins, 132. Dom Young parallel for the Roosters. In the reps, Isaiah Yeo. New recruit Valentine Holmes for the Dragons. Isabel Kelly, Dally M for the Roosters. Blake Brayley parallel for the Sharks. Payne Haas in the reps. Ruby Mojo Warriors checklist number 37. Liam Martin parallel for Panthers. In the reps, Kira Dibb. Pink Diamond, number 53, Emma Tony Gatto for the Sharks. Paps parallel for the Storm. New recruit Marky Mark for the Roosters. Wade Egan, Vegas for the Warriors. Mitchell Barnett, parallel for the Warriors. 2 packets left for box number 4. Marquee, Tommy Dearden for the Cowboys. Corey Page, parallel for the Broncos. New recruit Matty Nicholson for the Raiders. box number 5, new recruit Jazz Vega. Parallel Nathan Cleary for Panthers. Marquee Zach Lomax for the Eels. New recruit Lewis Dodd for the Rabbitohs. Daly M. Kimberly Hunt for the Dragons. James Schiller, parallel for the Knights. In the reps, Samaima Torfa for the Gillaroos. Marquee Big Tino for the Titans. Parallel Rabbitohs checklist. Vegas Ethan Strange for the Raiders. Tommy Turbo parallel for Manly. New recruit Sanua Taruva for Tigers. Blues Masters Series. Cowboys parallel checklist. Dane Gagai in the reps. Parallel Spencer Lanu for the Roosters. New recruit Carl Lawton for the Cowboys. Golden Age number 12 for the Panthers. Jacob Preston parallel for the Bulldogs. Marquee Valami Kickout for the Bulldogs. Daly M. Stephen Crichton for the Bulldogs. New recruit Kulikefu for the Dolphins. In the reps, Shannon Mato. Ruby Mojo. Sebastian Chris for the Raiders, number 49. Jermaine Hopgood, parallel for the Eels. White Young Guns, Kai Pearce Paul for the Knights, number 60. Ben Hunt, parallel for the Broncos. Cameron Murray in the reps. Sapphire Mojo, Adam Fanua Blake for the Sharks. Number 27 of 27. Ronaldo Mulatalo, parallel for the Sharks. New recruit Marcelo Montoya for the Bulldogs. Vegas, Liam Martin for Panthers. Isaiah Katoa, parallel for the Dolphins. And that is the end of box number 5. Black Young Guns, Jacob Laban for the Warriors, 107. Lachlan Galvin, parallel for the Tigers. Marquee Abbey Church for the Eels. Dylan Edwards in the reps. Marquee Herbie Farmworth for the Dolphins. Jason Saab, parallel for Manly. New recruit Sanua Taruva for Tigers. Corey Horsburgh, Vegas for Raiders. Bradman Best, parallel for the Knights. New recruit Jazz Tavega for Manly. Vegas Dylan Edwards for Panthers. Brian To'o, parallel for Panthers. New recruit Matt Arthur for the Knights. Knights in the Masters Series. Campbell Graham, parallel for the Rabbitohs. In the reps, Jessica Surgis. In the hammer, parallel for the Dolphins. In the hammer. New recruit Aaron Clark for the Warriors. Pink Diamond, number 47, Jesse Southwell for the Knights. Jack Howarth, parallel for Storm. Marquee, Stephen Crichton for the Bulldogs. Daly M, Eliza Katoa for the Storm. Christian, parallel for the Dragons. New recruit, Hohepa for the Sharks. White Young Guns, Lycan King for the Dragons. Number 4. Nice low one. Caden Campbell, parallel for the Titans. Samaima Torfa, Daly M for the Raiders. Thomas Duffy, parallel for the Cowboys. In the reps, Keely Joseph. Ruby Mojo, number 52. Jermaine Hopgood for the Eels. Parallel, Victor Bradley for the Roosters. 3 packets left for box number 6. James Fisher Harris. Mary All-Stars. Gold Marquee, Ryan Pappenhausen for the Storm. Number 83. Raiders parallel checklist. New recruit, Lazarus for Storm. Box number 7. New recruit, Carl Lawton for the Cowboys. Sapphire Mojo, Jackson Purdue for the Cowboys, number 23. Matt Burton, parallel for the Bulldogs. New recruit, Blaze Talagi for Panthers. Daly M, Julia Robinson and Sheridan Gallagher between Knights and Broncos. Damien Cook, parallel for the Dragons. Turbo in the reps. Marquee, Ruben Cotter for the Cowboys. Titans parallel checklist. Marquee, Cameron Munster for Storm. Golden Marquee, RTS for the Warriors, number 18. Wade Egan, parallel for the Warriors. New recruit, Kuli Kefu for the Dolphins. In the Blues Masters Series. Broncos parallel checklist. In the reps, Tamika Upton for Jillaroos. Jessica Surgis in the Jillaroos. Oh, parallel, Adam Fanua Blake for the Sharks. New recruit, Lewis Dodd for the Rabbitohs. Ruby Mojo, Angus Crichton for the Roosters, number 53 of 53. Knights, Jack Cogger, parallel. Marquee, Happy Appy for the Tigers. Daly M, Herbie Farmworth for the Dolphins. Cody Walker, parallel for the Rabbitohs. New recruit, Marcelo Montoya for the Bulldogs. Lily Ann White in the reps. White League Sensations, number 16. Dylan Edwards for Panthers. Terrell May, parallel for the Tigers. White Young Guns, Clayton Forlalo for Manly, number 107. Herbie Farmworth, parallel for the Dolphins. In the reps, Reese Walsh. Addo Carr, parallel for the Eels. New recruit Asaya Ayongi for the Eels. Last packet for box number 7. Vegas Jackson Ford for the Warriors. And parallel Big Papa for the Raiders. Do you want to remind them to be quiet there? Box number 8. Fifth last box in the break. Here we go. Roger Tuivasa Shek. Vegas for Warriors. Teddy parallel for the Roosters. Marquee Dylan Watine Zalesniak for the Warriors. Golden Age. Number 51 for the Dolphins. Harry Grant, parallel for the Storm. New recruit, Shabaski for the Broncos. Dally M. Shannon Mato for the Titans. Jack Williams, parallel for the Eels. In the reps, Taron Aiken for Gillaroos. Marquee Big Papa for the Raiders. Bronson Sherry parallel for the Bulldogs. New recruit Chad Townsend for the Roosters. New recruit Asaya Papalihi for Panthers. Kangaroos in the Masters Series. Clint Gufferson parallel for the Dragons. Zach Lomax in the reps. AJ Brimson parallel for Titans. New recruit Clint Gufferson for the Dragons. Morning, Jordy. What have we got for you, mate? Gold marquee. That doesn't belong in yours. Spotlight patch. Ruby. And white young guns. Already on top of it for you, mate. Now, booklet spotlight number 38. Saitili Tupanua for the Bulldogs. Sharks parallel checklist. This is box number 8. Almost finished. Marquee, Jamie Chapman for the Titans. Dally M, Stephen Crichton for the Bulldogs. Dylan Edwards, parallel for Panthers. New recruit, Ethan Sanders for the Raiders. Ruby Mojo, number 34. Milwaukee Photo Ica for the Titans. Payne Haas, parallel for the Broncos. White Young Guns, Samuel Stonestreet for the Sharks. Ruben Garrick, parallel for Manly. In the reps, Bree Chester. No team sig. I'm tipping we won't hit one because of the Masters Series sig. And no BD as yet. Sapphire Mojo, Broncos checklist. Number 24. Jackson Purdue, parallel for the Cowboys. In saying that, I say no team sig, but that's only out of the case. We always had the priority in the USA, and you never know what we're going to hit in that. So, Carter Gordon, new recruit for the Titans. I'm not going to lie, we've hit the Masters Series sig in the case. I would like to hit my triple. First year that we've had a chance of hitting the triple, so one from every version. We hit the double a couple of times in the last couple of years. So Braden Trindle, Vegas for the Sharks. James Fisher-Harris, parallel for the Warriors. And Ben Patterson was telling me he did it with Dan Raines already. So I'm a bit jealous, and I feel like I need to have my turn. Reps, a hammer for Dolphins. Except they got 3 nights. Was bummed out that the Grant Bellamy autos was yesterday. Well, once again, you never know, mate. We've got 2 more chances of hitting it today, so. And it's sort of like the team sig. I don't expect to hit one in the case now that we've hit that Masters Series signature, but I'm not 100% on that as well. Like, we still could have the chance to hit either one of those. I'm not really sure on what the exact odds are or ratios. Box number 9. Knights in the Masters Series. Dylan Brown, parallel for the Eels. Ben Hunt in the reps. Oh, I didn't know about that. An error on Munster's milestone card. I haven't heard that one. What's that one, Jordy? Stephen Crichton, parallel for the Bulldogs. New recruit Jerome Luai for the Tigers. And just randomly, for anyone that does want to go and check out whatever the error is on the Munsters milestone card, I'm pretty sure they went up yesterday or the day before. I think. Stacey Wacker, Dalian for the Broncos. It is crazy here, guys, and especially on a long weekend for the Gold Coast. Ruben Cotter, parallel for Cowboys, says he played the Sharks, but they played the Titans. Well, let's be honest, that's quite a minor error in comparison. Reps Yasmin Clydesdale for the Knights, yeah. Confused myself, too busy talking. Golden Marquee, Adam Fanua Blake for the Sharks, number 84. When they couldn't even get New Zealand right on cards, getting a wrong team isn't surprising. Who is it? One of the new recruits, Asaya Papaliki. Says he comes from the Panthers. Jai Gray, parallel for the... Oh, no, definitely bring it up. Yeah, it's... And especially, I don't know how many people would have seen that yet, being a case card and not many listed. So, plenty of people would appreciate knowing that, Jordy. Marquee, Jesse Southwell for the Knights. Vegas, Blake Brayley for the Sharks. Jeremy Marshall King, parallel for the Dolphins. Put one in the wrong spot and confused myself for the next one. White Young Guns, Jacob Laban for the Warriors, number 007. Bond, James Bond. Jerome Luai, parallel for the Tigers. In the reps, Jaden Campbell. Dally M. Jerome Hughes for Storm. Joseph Tarpanay, parallel for the Raiders. Ruby Mojo, number 33. Dylan Edwards for Panthers. Jacob Little, parallel for the Dragons. Marquee, Valentine Holmes for the Dragons. Angus Crichton, parallel for the Roosters. New recruit, James Fisher-Harris for the Warriors. Vegas, Hudson Young for the Raiders. Eliza Katoa, parallel for the Storm. I've been eating at me. I get paranoid every now and then. I've got to go check. New recruit, Adam Fanua Blake for the Sharks. Black Young Guns. Number 135. Lehe Hopawate for Manly. Milwaukee Photo Ica. Parallel for Titans. Marquee Tommy Turbo for Manly. New recruit Stefano Utokumanu for Storm. Kennedy Sherrington in the reps. And our BD. Number 5. Could be a jersey number. And it's her first break for Elite in Dolphins, Jermaine Isako. Well, congratulations, Sarah. Nice hit. Knights parallel checklist. 2 packets left for box number 9. New recruit James Schiller for the Knights. Welcome to Elite, Sarah. New recruit Ben Hunt for the Broncos. Not a bad welcome at all. Alright, as I said, that is box number 9 done and dusted. Let's get straight into box number 10. Last box of the case. Third last box of the break. Marquee Nico Hines for the Sharks. Marquee Jerome Luai for the Tigers. Sam McIntyre parallel for the Cowboys. New recruit John Bateman for the Cowboys. Golden Marquee DCE for Manly. Number 6. Ooh, so close. Max Plath parallel for Dolphins. New recruit Saitili Tupanua for the Bulldogs. Abby Church Adeli M for the Eels. Sandon Smith parallel for Roosters. In the reps, Lauren Brown. New recruit James Fisher Harris. Harrison Graham on the Dolphins card for Max. Yes. Another one. You got the same issue in the Warriors cards. Not sure if it's just the commons. Andrew Johns in the Kangaroos for the Masters Series. Tyrone Munro, parallel for the Rabbitohs. I don't know, I could be wrong. It could be just because it's fresh. But I feel like this series has one of the most amount of errors so far. Just little bits and pieces, as someone said on the Munster milestone card. It's a different team that they played against for that milestone. Different pitches. There's so much. Angus Crichton in the reps. And in saying that, I still feel like overall it's a good release. A lot of the designs and things like that, it's just little bits and pieces. Number 48, Blaze Talagi for Panthers. Black Young Gun. Got a nice signature. Definitely one of the nicer ones out of the Black Young Guns. Leo Thompson, parallel for the Knights. New recruit, Daniel Saifiti for the Dolphins. Anyhow, it's going to do NRL cards next year. Yeah, we've got a pile ourselves from lower end inserts to case cards. It's all adding up, Rodney. Yes, Select have the license for next year. Marquee, Paps for Storm. Email TLA and no reply. Dally M, Zach Lomax for the Dragons. Selwyn Cobbo, parallel for Broncos. New recruit for Manly. White Young Guns, Bailey Haywood for the Bulldogs, number 170. RTS, parallel for the Warriors. In the reps, Julia Robinson for Gillaroos. Vegas, Matthew Tomoko for the Raiders. Daly Cherry Evans, parallel for Manly. In the reps, Kalen Ponga. Ruby Mojo, Tommy Dearden for the Cowboys, number 26. Paul Alamotti, parallel for Panthers. 4 packets left for the case. Valami Kikau, parallel for the Bulldogs. New recruit Jerome Luai for the Tigers. Sapphire Mojo, number 23, Christian for the Dragons. Eels parallel checklist. Nico Hines, Vegas for the Sharks. Braden Trindle, parallel for the Sharks. And that is the end of the case. We have our 2 boxes to go, our USA and Priority. And let's get stuck straight into the USA. Sapphire Mojo, Teddy for the Roosters, number 13. Dolphins parallel checklist. Marquee Tiana Penatani for the Sharks. Marquee Happy for the Tigers. Will Warbrick parallel for the Storm. Golden Marquee Payne Haas for the Broncos, number 27. Zach Lomax parallel for the Eels. New recruit John Bateman for the Cowboys. Stars and Stripes. Number 1, Blake Wilson for the Bulldogs. New recruit Asaya Papali'i for the Panthers. Vegas, Blake Brayley for the Sharks. Matthew Tomoko, parallel for the Raiders. Xavier Savage for the Raiders. Lachlan Elliott, parallel for the Dragons. Shanice Parker in the reps. Knights in the Masters Series. Reed Marnie, parallel for the Bulldogs. Xavier Coates in the reps. Young Guns, Asaya Yongi for the Eels, number 17. Ali Latua, parallel for the Warriors. New recruit Jamie Humphries for the Rabbitohs. White Young Guns, Jackson Purdue for the Cowboys, number 212. Jacob Saifiti, parallel for the Knights. Oh. Doesn't want to open. There we go. In the reps, Millie Elliott for the Gillaroos. I really wish those ones that were that hard to open at least contained something worth opening. Numbered card or a signature. You're going to make it that hard. New recruit Carter Gordon for the Titans. Dali M. Samima Torfa for the Raiders. Spencer Lanu, parallel for the Roosters. Lindsay Collins in the reps. Ruby Mojo Milwaukee Photo Ica for the Titans. Number 9. I thought so. Seeing double. Big Tino parallel for the Titans. 5 packets left in the USA. Super Booch, number 41, Sandon Smith for the Roosters. New recruit Zach Lomax for the Eels. Marquee Cameron Munster for the Storm. Dali M. Eliza Katoa for Storm. Adam Dewey parallel for Tigers. New recruit Saitili Tupanua for the Bulldogs. Lucky last for our USA. Pretty sure we only hit 1 stars and stripes. Yes, we did. There it is. And number 47, Jerome Luai for the Tigers. And Jamie Humphries, parallel for the Rabbitohs. Alright, last box. Definitely not least though, we have our priority. we go. Lucky last box for the break. New recruit Lewis Dodd for the Rabbitohs. Don't forget to keep an eye out in the Facebook group and on the website. I do believe the Super Break will be going ahead, guys. So keep an eye out for that one. For anyone that is interested. Angus Crichton, Damien for the Roosters. Apasai Coruscant, parallel for the Tigers. In the reps, Olivia Koenig for the Roosters. Priority marquee, Adam Fanua Blake for the Sharks. Number 38. Fletcher Sharp, parallel for the Knights. New recruit Marcelo Montoya for the Bulldogs. Vegas, Braden Trindle for the Sharks. Keon Kolomatangi, parallel for the Rabbitohs. In the reps, Keezy Apps for Jillaroos. Pink Diamond, Azali Faye for the Eels, number 18. Jermaine Isako, parallel for Dolphins. New recruit Carl Lawton for the Cowboys. RTS Vegas for the Warriors. Junior Paulo, parallel for the Eels. In the reps, Daly Cherry Evans. Halfway through the priority box now. White League Sensations, number 73. Leo Thompson for the Knights. Reese Robson, parallel for the Cowboys. Marquee Tegan Berry for the Dragons. Number 41 of 41. Dally M, Harry Grant for Storm. Connor Tracy, parallel for the Bulldogs. New recruit Kuli Kefu for the Dolphins. White Young Guns. Number 8. Jack Howarth for the Storm. Warriors parallel checklist. In the reps, Connor Watson. New recruit Sanua Taruva for Tigers. Kangaroos in the Masters series. Lehe Hopawate parallel for Manly. Patrick Carrigan parallel for the Broncos. 4 packets left. And that's another break done. New recruit Jazz Tavega for Manly. Ruby Mojo, number 22. Valami kick out for the Bulldogs. Nico Hines, parallel for the Sharks. Marquee, Kalen Ponga for the Knights, number 15. And lucky last for the break. Here we go. We have a gold marquee. So it was a bit of a lucky last. DWZ for the Warriors, number 11. Lindsay Smith, parallel for Panthers. And that's the last of the packs. So before we say goodbye, we have our 3 randomizations to do, which first off will be the Julia Robinson and Sheridan Gallagher Dally M between Broncos and Knights. We have our Gillaroos, Cards, Vegas and Reps. And last but definitely not least, we have our Master Series cards, our 12 unsigned cards, and our signature in the Knights, number 31. So let's change screens. Good luck to everyone. Once again, this will be for the Julia Robinson and Sheridan Gallagher card. So I'll remove everyone but the Knights and the Broncos. I could just do them all and whoever comes in top on those 2. But here we go. Number 1, number 2, and number 3. Jai Thornton with the Knights for that Dally M. Let's reset and do our Gillaroos. Number 1, number 2, and lucky last, number 3, Jordy O with Storm. Alright, lucky last for the Masters Series cards, including the Knights signature. There's number 1, there's number 2, and lucky last, number 3, Brett Hudson with the Rabbitohs. Well, there we go. Congratulations, everyone. Thank you for being a part of it. And I hope to see you all again soon. Another break tomorrow morning, 10 AM, right here on our YouTube channel. Come say hello. Check out the Facebook group break update post with available spots and break times for those that are already sold out.